doing this on my cell phone because we got the recording going on over here, but I'm going to instruct my marketing person here on what is our next marketing touch that we're sending out, because this marketing touch system I created back in 2001 allowed me not to make a single cold call forever, and I built multiple $1 million companies. So we're going to talk about one that's very important. So tune in here. All right. So Gene, we're going to call the subject on this one a simple metrics. It can transform your business efficiency. Okay. So we're going to send this to all of my top clients, the exclusive list, because in the database we got a couple of 100,000 people, but we got this down to 200 people, 200 very specific people. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to send this email to all 200 in a drip campaign of 25 per day for 8 days using this one. So the one thing I've been doing a lot of is efficiency planning for businesses. Businesses that are ready for sale or looking to sell, or the owner actually wants more freedom. And one of the instant ways that I've used, I learned this back in 2009 when I was part of a multi-million-dollar mastermind group. You had to have a big company to be a part of it. And one of the things that they taught me instantly, I could tell instantly by looking at a publicly traded company, an enterprise company, a medium-sized company, a small business, and I could run this formula and instantly tell if the management team is good or if the management team needs help. Okay. If the owner's good or if the owner sucks, well, not sucks, but needs help, right? And so it's called the W-2 multiplier. All right. And so basically you take the total revenue and you're going to divide it by the total W-2 payroll costs. And so what that means here, let me move you over to this screen so I'm actually looking at you. So what this basically means is total burden rate. So this includes payroll taxes, workers' comp, all the costs associated with that employee, total burden rate. Okay. And I'm going to do a burden rate thing on a whole different thing. So it measures how much revenue your business generates for every $1 you spend on payroll for W-2 employees. Okay. And so why does this matter? Well, it shows whether your labor force is being used efficiently. It also provides a benchmark to compare against others in your industry. And it helps you spot growth opportunities, meaning increased revenue without adding headcount. Okay. That's important for a business. It's not always adding more employees solves the problem. It's more efficiency. Okay. And it's also a quick way to measure the scalability before hiring more staff. But the one thing I've been using it for all last year and this year is when I'm evaluating a business for my client that wants to buy a business, or my client says, hey, I'm ready to exit. This is where we start. How efficient is this business? Because that W-2 multiplier will determine how much they can sell the business for. In some cases. So for example, if your business earns $1 million a year in revenue, and your total W-2 payroll costs are $300,000, then your W-2 multiplier is 3.33. So that means for every dollar you spend, it generates $3.33. It doesn't matter if the person's an admin, if it's a janitor, you take your total W-2 payroll costs. Okay. The healthier and higher that W-2 multiplier, the more profitable and scalable your business typically is. I'd be happy to walk you through calculating your W-2 multiplier and compare it to industry benchmarks so you can see how you stack up. So in this specific section right here, I want you to put my 10 to 15 minute call link. Okay. I'll give them that time for free. Okay. Because I can run a quick calculation on their specific business and tell them exactly what their W-2 multiplier should be for their type of business. Okay. And so where it says, would you like to set up a quick call this week to go over our numbers? So to go over your numbers. So put the online appointment setting link there. Take this video and create a YouTube short. Don't chop up too much of it. You can probably even leave it as a full-length video. I think it's about 4 minutes and 33 seconds right now. So should be fine, but keep the full-length video where I explain in detail, and then take it and create a small YouTube 30-second short that's a teaser that leads, because not everybody's going to read this. Not everybody's going to understand it. They're like me. They need to watch somebody explain it. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?